How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you another Mashle, Magic and Muscles episode review. Today's episode is episode 6, Mash Burndead and the Magic of Iron. Before I go any further, please learn the magic of that like button and hit it. Matter of fact, learn the magic of the subscribe button and hit that too. And tap that notification bell to be notified of more videos just like this one. Let's get on into it. So, this episode was good, as have all of the episodes have been, honestly. I would say probably the slow-ish part was maybe episode 4, but that's when he met Lance, I'm pretty sure. Maybe episodes 3-ish. Very good so far, right? And this is hilarious. Wrong episode, wrong anime. Anyway, we're picking right back up, and I love how quick the recap was for this. We're just said, hey, met up with the bad guy named Silva. For some reason, he wants to fight Mash. Let's go. We're picking back up where Dot is going to try to protect the girl from this guy because she claimed that he was coming after her. And the guy says, all right, I'll make a bet with you, because Dot realizes there's a difference between their magic. And this guy Silva says, hey, if you can survive 5 hits, I won't touch her, and I'll even give you guys my silver coin. How about that? And Dot's like, he has nothing to do with it, but he wants to tag Mash anyway. And he says, well, I'll take all 10 of his hits. And they waste no time. Dude's iron move is called Iron Fist. He's been hit several times, made Dot bleed from the mouth. And somewhere through there, it seemed like Dot realized that he was being dumb doing this for a girl, or maybe he realized that he was being catfished before she officially said out loud that she was catfishing him, right? And Mash is just kind of sitting back there the whole time. Dude already hit his cream puff, and he's quiet and just watching. And right when Dot took all 10 hits, the guy's still talking trash, talking about their low lives, they're nothing. He's the magic is top tier amongst the second grades. He got 2 gold coins when he was a freshman. Blase, blase, blah, blah, blah. And right when he's about to slam Dot back into the ground again, because he says the reason why he doesn't like them is because they're weaklings pretending to be tough. Right before he does that, Mash comes in about to hit him, but the guy's magic is fast. He even gets a little cut on our boy, and Mash is like, all right, I've seen enough. It's time for you're in on this wager too, right? See if you can take 10 hits. And so the guy does his iron thing, talking all this trash, talking all this shit, and Mash is dodging all of these hits. And he gets to a point where Mash catches one and breaks it and goes tricep magic, ballista fist. And of course, everyone gets like, I never heard of that. Mash again is dodging everything. And when it gets to a massive iron block that's blocking the 2 of them, Mash just breaks through it and hits the guy one time. And then he hits him another time. Both times, guys, like, wow, I don't know if I can take another hit. This is strong, blah, 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 blah. Mash walks back over to the tree stump and sits down. He's like, so that's 2 hits. You got to get 10 hits too. And this is right after the guy said he doesn't know if he could take another hit, which is hilarious. I think Mash says, yeah, it's my turn. Come on, scumbag. Serious face. Mash has the deadpan, but the serious face is when the eyes are glowing. We have unfortunate moment where the girl, she just comes right out. She's with Silva and calls, what does she call Dot? Then she calls him a dumbass or something like that. She disses him heavily. This is like at the point where Mash threw one of his cream puffs in dude's mouth. Like, everything Mash does stuns folks to where even the villains are just kind of like, what? We do get a bit of lore dumping from Lance about the whole situation, saying the reason why he's worried about Mash while Lemon and Finn aren't. He's saying, look, Mash is going against white mages. White mages excel in scholarly and support magic. Red mages do combat, and if he's coming against a red mage that's probably a second year, they're probably super tough. They were tough, but Mash beat his butt, rightfully so. Lance also tells us about the seven people we saw inside that ominous flash of these what's this group, the Lang dormitory. They call him Magnus Lupus. Very good name. Where their whole thing is about blood lines and nobility and just bigotry, classism, and racism bullshit. Which I love that Mash laughs at the name, going, it sounds like something I came up with as a kid for a story, which just taking the piss out of it. Lance warns him, hey, stay close to just dorm mates and your friends. Don't get lost with these guys, because now it's the Great War of Coins. They want to take everyone's coins to weed out anyone else like nobody's like us from being in the Magical Bureau. So do that. Mash says cool. After Mash is done beating up I know I'm jumping around a bit, but these are basically the important parts. Right before this, Mash doesn't hit the guy again. He says, look, I feel bad for you, so let's just call it quits, right? And this is immediately after one of those giant scorpions finally attacks. And Mash is like, I don't have time for you, and just backhands it into the sky. Team Rocket blasting off again. And the big star that was on his forehead falls off, and there's a silver chunk in there. And the Silva guy was just like, yeah, while it takes time and fights him, I can get away and figure things out. No, you can't. Meanwhile, the girl, because Mash turns his head to her, and she just starts putting on the waterworks. About, you made me do it. I'm so sorry. You must hate me. And Mash wraps his arm around. She's like, yeah, men are dumb. Why you've immediately told everyone about your charm magic. He's like, oh, it's okay. I treat everyone equally, and suplex the shit out of her. I'm talking German. He might as well have done a bridge with it. Knocked her ass out. And I love that. Equal opportunity ass whoopings. We need more Yusuke Urameshis. I should have wore that shirt instead of this one, because we need more of those equal opportunity ass whoopings. One of the, I don't want to call it filler, but one of the funnier things that happened in between here, even funnier than what happens at the very end, is we find out Mash is sorting what happened when he got sorted. Because Mash was like, there's different dorms. They're like, yeah, remember when you all sorted into different dormitories? There's an ancient unicorn, technically a skeleton, has a little block on its horn, and the same fake McGonagall lady we see. She tells me, you touch the horn, it'll sort you through. It's been doing this for hundreds of years. And this thing is sentient. It put one kid into Orca because it's wise, and it's putting people through. And he's like, I've never failed in centuries. It can read your mind and discover where you should go. So he gets a Mash, and Mash grabs it, and Mash is like, I should probably hold back a bit. And the first time it read his mind, all he was thinking about was cream puffs, just laying in cream puffs. And it's like, hold on a second. Let me just try to read this kid's mind again. He's only thinking about cream puffs. He's not thinking about any other thing. Like, in the centuries I've been doing this, I've never made a bad judgment. And I can't figure out where to put this kid. And so he's like, we're going to do this again. So he starts talking out his process. I'm about, well, this is what cream puffs are, and they're soft on the inside, and they're delicious, and the outer share, and it's difficult. And he's speaking fastly and eloquently, because all the other students are like, oh, wow. And then he says, therefore, cream puff lovers should be an Adler. And everyone's like, how did you get to that conclusion? Hilarious that he had to find his way to a solution just so he wouldn't fail in those centuries that he's done this. And hilarious even more is Dot and Fan are going, oh, that was you. That is very funny. So remember earlier when I mentioned to you about Lance telling Mash, stick to your dormitory, stick to dorm mates? He got lost. And he comes up to this room. It's the secret room of the Magnus Lupus, obviously. The Silva dude is begging for another chance. So a representative is speaking to their leader, who's at the front with all the stupid puppets. And he goes, give him a chance. You were under the impression that I thought he would succeed. A-hole talk. And so meanwhile, he turns the dude into a puppet. Literally just whatever magic he has, turned dude into a puppet. He's up in line. Obviously, all the puppets were former students. because Lang is literally filled with the upper crust and their lackeys / cronies. And the doll, this creepy doll he's holding, he calls it Mother. It's probably is his mom. He probably used his magic and put his mom in a doll because she's probably a half-blood or some weird magical bigotry in this world. And then you have Mash, who can't remember whether he should push or pull open a door, breaking right in with the door saying, "Hey, I'm sorry, I'm here. Here's the door. Are you talking to a doll?" And the guy says, "Thank you for bringing that to my attention." And that's why our episode ends. Holy crap, Mash. He just put himself on enemy lines, in the hornet's nest, in the fire, from the frying pan, whatever other analogies you want to use. What the hell, Mash? And I know this review seems kind of short, but that's it's short and sweet. This episode was great, and it was over before I knew it, but that whole entire sorting part was just hilarious. The fact that that's all Mash thinks about is just cream puffs. Just the most pure boy. Protect the boy. Protect him. Dot did apologize to Mash, saying, "I'm sorry I got you caught up and all that." I think Mash was making fun of his apology, saying that's the best you can do on the circumstances. And the guy's like, "Look, this is hard for me." And no, he said, "I didn't expect you to be the apologizing type." And when Mash gets the shiny coin, when all his coins come together to magically make one gold coin, the guy starts making fun of how the light makes his face look weird. And he just shines it in the guy's face. There's our comic relief, our super comic relief. And Lemon tries to check up on him because once the gang catches up with Mash, they see he's hurt. And Lemon sees him and says, "Oh, you're hurt." And he starts doing this. He sees a Cupid arrow and he just starts acting weird and freaky, which she calls him out on. Boy, this guy's gonna be, if he's gonna keep acting like that around other girls, this is gonna be so weird and so annoying. Ugh. Worse than Zenitsu in the very beginning, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But that being said, I'm giving this episode a 4 out of 5 because Mash did Mash things. We got more lore. Thank you, Lance, for being a good lore dumper or a good lore keeper. We got more Lance dumping lore on us. We got to see the villain. Obviously, he is the puppet user from the intro. If I can remember, actually, I'm just going to go back to my notes. The next episode is going to be Mash, Burndead, and the mysterious letter. Probably the bad guys going, "Hey, we challenge you to an all-out brawl. Bring your homies. We're going to get you." Obviously, just, man, elitism, classism, bigotry in this world. If this isn't a combination of Gintama, One Punch Man, and Harry Potter and making fun of Harry Potter BS, I don't know what is. But yeah, I give this a 4 out of 5. I enjoyed it. Probably a little bit more than the first thing I already watched and reviewed, but I give it a 4 out of 5. Very funny. I enjoyed the suplex to the a-hole girl. She got what was coming to her. And trying to see if there's anything else I forgot. No, I didn't forget anything. It's kind of a short and sweet one because the episode picked right up, handled the issue, and now we're going into what the heck is Mash going to do to get out of this situation besides be Mash Burndead, right? So, takes a seed, makes 2. Nope, yep. So, please, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm still enjoying Magical Muscles. I don't know if other people are, but I'm enjoying it. I needed a little soft break from craziness and gore. I needed this little comedy with some action in it, just to kind of break up some of the monotony of some of the things we do or some of the things I review, right? But please, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, be notified of more videos like this. Thanks. I really do appreciate you taking some time out to listen to me talk about magic and muscles. Please, be good, be blessed. Wash those hands. Be good to yourselves, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. All right? There's people out there that care about you. I hope you know that. I hope you realize that. Please reach out to someone, especially if you're having some bad thoughts and you're feeling alone. Reach out to someone out there who rather talk to you today instead of mourn you and miss you tomorrow. All right. So, my social medias are actually right there in the description below. Feel free to follow me. Feel free to hit me up. All right. So with that being said, guys, I'm Shane. Thank you once again. And I'll be seeing you next time. Muscle out.